Let's start by making sure that the needed APIs are enabled. In the GCP console, we'll go to APIs and Services. The API usage graphs are empty because this is a new project. We click Enable APIs and Services and type in the name of each API we need. First, we need to check Cloud Build. It says API enabled. That's great. Now, let's go back and try the other API we need for this activity, the Container Registry API. It's also enabled. We would have otherwise been shown a button to enable the API. Now let's launch Cloud Shell. We'll use the simple nano text editor to create a short shell script. This will be the useful payload of the container we build. The shell script simply prints a message whenever it is run. We press Command X to exit and save. Now we create a simple Dockerfile. The base layer of our container will be Alpine Linux. We'll place our shell script into the root directory of the container, and we'll arrange for it to be run when the container is launched. We press Command X to exit. We'll set the permissions of the container so that it is executable. Now we'll call Cloud Build to build the container image. The build succeeded, so let's go look at it in Google Container Registry. Here is our container. Its name is what we called it on the gcloud build command line. Now we'll work with two variations on this pattern. Their sources are stored in a Git repository to save your typing. We clone them in using git clone. Here's a YAML file that describes our build. We're going to create an image with the same name as before. Notice that the Dockerfile and the shell script are here just like before. We submit the YAML file to Cloud Build. The build succeeded. Now let's go see how this is reflected in Google Container Registry. We refresh the display. There's still an image by the name Quick Start Image, but when we click on it, we see that there's an older version and a newer version. Cloud Build History records the process of building these container images. A powerful capability of Cloud Build is its ability to include logic in the build. Let's take a look at a different YAML file. This YAML file runs the just built container image. You could use this capability to run a test suite that's embedded in your container image. In this example, we have a simulated test suite that always fails. We launch the build once again. The test suite fails, so the build fails. The status is reported to the calling shell.